What about water?
It's 3 days, mister.
3 days for water and 7 for food. Okay. Although we have the same basic needs, but we can see a lot of different cultures all over the world. And these different cultures, some of them are high cultures or have some kind of superiority, and the other cultures are in a lower classification. For example, all of the people all over the world will have some kind of uh, a look to the American culture as a super one. Let me give you an example. Sushi and burgers. Okay. Sushi will come from the Southeast Asia, from the cuisine over there, right? And of course, burgers will come from the American culture. So, have you ever tried in your life, have you ever tried sushi? Please, if you have this experience, show me your hands. Let me do the count quickly. We are talking here about 21 students. So, sushi, 2, 3. Let's be optimistic and say 5 students, okay? And me by myself, I have tried once and I ate it with in a wrong way. So we can say that 1/4 of you have tried sushi. Okay, hands down, thank you. What about burger? Have you tried, not burger, have you tried any American brand? 3, the same 3. This number will not change. Abdullah Bandar, you didn't try Burger King, for example, McDonald's, Pizza Hut.
What, mister?
I'm talking about any American brand.
Yes, we can't talk about, as you said, Burger King, McDonald's, KFC.
Yes, I have said if you have tried one of the American brands regarding the fast food, show me your
Yes.
hand. If you have tried it in your life. عامر عامر
Yes, mister.
as you see, the number is increasing, majority, right?
Yes.
So, why do you think we have this passion or this fascinating look to the American food and not to sushi, for example?
Because the advertisement,
Because of the advertisement,
they
yes,
have
because of the
better.
propaganda.
Yes, they do better things. Like they advise like their products more than any other people. They're very geniuses. They can sell anything.
Yes, exactly. They know how to their products.
Promote. Yes, that's the word. Promote.
Another example, okay, if you are a big fan of pizza, okay, let's say, keep in your mind that pizza will come from which cuisine? The American one?
The Italian.
The Italian, exactly. Italy, yes. So pizza will come from the Italian cuisine. You want to eat a pizza right now. So you have two options. Okay, you will ask your mother to cook one for you. Of course, with all of my respect to all of the mothers, especially my wife, she made a very delicious pizza. But there is no comparison with the one I'm getting from outside. If you wanna buy a pizza, you will go, for example, to one of the American brands like Pizza Hut or like Domino's Pizza, or you will go to search for an Italian restaurant to sell you a pizza.
Yeah, that's the idea, mister, that you will go search.
Okay. Talking about Italian restaurants in our city, let's say here in Riyadh, for example, I can count almost 5. I can reach the number 5. Talking about Italian restaurants, and they are specialized in pastas, not in pizza. Okay, if you have the chance to go to visit an Italian restaurant and you're gonna order a pizza, he will offer you simply a slice. He will not give you the whole pizza because it's gonna be too expensive. He will offer you only a slice of it. My point of view here, guys, regardless of all of these issues, my point of view that even though you wanna eat a meal or a food coming from other cuisine, you will go with the American branch. This is superiority of cultures. Get my point of view? And keep in your mind that there is nothing called the American culture. Let's go back to history, talking about the history of the states. You can simply count 2 centuries, 3 centuries, 4 centuries. When do you think Columbus discovered the Americas? 1500s, 1600s, 1700s? Who can help me here? Any guess? Take a wild guess. Yes, Amjad? Or Amir? No problem. Yes.
Around the 1500s.
Yes. So we can say that now we can say that we almost in the history of the states had nearly completed 400 years, right? Okay. Do you know that at the very beginning, when they thought about establishing the American culture, they said, let's invite all the people from every single place in the world to live here in the States, okay? Hoping that they can simply blend the different cultures together from all over the world in order to produce a gigantic culture. This was their point of view. In order to create the American culture, of course, they cannot build it out of scratch. So they invited all the people from all over the world, like immigrants, for example, to come to settle down over there in the States. Of course, when they come, when they arrive to the States, they will bring with them all their beliefs, values, language, symbols, norms, and everything, the 5 items related to culture, right? They will bring it with them. Then you're gonna see the Chinese, you'll see the Japanese, you're gonna see the Africans, you're gonna see the Australians, the Europeans, all of them are living over there. So they said that these different cultures will be blended together. They will be mixed together. The result, that we will produce a fascinating or an amazing culture. This was their point of view from the very beginning. And do you think nowadays that they succeeded to achieve their dream? What do you think, guys? Have they reached their dream to create? Yes, Leo.
No, mister. They're not.
They didn't reach their dream.
Yes, they didn't.
So do you think, Leo, that culture has something to do with history? There must be a relationship
Yes. Yes.
between culture and history. Let's talk, for example, about the Chinese culture. Of course, the Chinese culture will go back to history almost 7 or 6 centuries. More than that. More than 6 or 7, right? We are talking about 5,000 years or something like that. So if they have some kind of a value and they pass it from a generation to another, it can be compared with the American one, with the only culture that have only 400 years old. I can hear simply nothing. My dear listeners, please do not give me the feeling that I'm talking to a
Yes,
bunch
mister.
of
I'm
pictures.
sorry, but I'm
Yes,
sorry, mister.
Amir.
My net is just reconnected. Can you ask? Can you repeat that question, please?
Okay. Uh, yes, Abdullah Ahmed. Abdullah, what we were talking about?
Yes, sir.
What was
معلش
the
أنا
point?
مش سامع حضرتك.
The point that I was discussing with Leo.
The idea about combining all cultures.
Yes. Do you think the states had reached their dream?
Well, yes, of course. If you look at the US مثلا, you can find any kind of culture there. Literally.
You can't find.
You can.
You can.
Look, for example, there's even in the US they have Chinatown.
Yes.
They even have I don't remember where it was, but they have like that statue of France. Was it? I don't remember where it was.
I think that Chinatown is in New York.
Yes.
But
And,
although the people who are Asians who are living over there in the Chinatown, okay, of course they are talking by using the Chinese language, for example, or the Japanese one, no problem. And the signboards over there, over their shops, their shops or even the restaurants are written within the Chinese symbols, no problem. But they send their children to public schools to be taught in English.
true.
Yes, of course, the public schools over there will not teach them the Japanese or even the Chinese language. They will be taught in English. Talking about languages, guys, do you have any idea how many languages we have all over the world?
Yes,
No,
mister.
yes, Amir.
I think it's about like 300.
300. You are close enough. Let's say, guys, in order to use the term language, okay, because by the way, there are too many languages all over the world. Do you know, Amir, in India, only a single country, you can find more than 150 languages over there in a single country. So in order to be accurate, let's say, yes, Yusuf, do you need anything? Why are you raising your hand? Sorry, Yusuf Tamer, do you need anything? I think by mistake. Okay. In order to use the term language, my friends, let's say that...
Mr. It was from before. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. For language, let's say that more than 2 million speakers, in order to be accurate, okay? If the languages we want to count have more than 2 million speakers per language, the number will be 220 all over the world. And keep in your mind that within the same language, we have a lot of dialects. And it's gonna be hard for the people using the same language to understand or to figure the different dialects. Like talking about dialects, by the way, let's say that Spain, for example, okay? People who are talking the Spanish language over there in Spain cannot easily figure or understand the different Spanish dialects over there in South America. Here in our Arabian countries, by the way, if you gonna hear an Arabian dialect of an Algerian citizen, he's talking in Arabic, but talking about Algeria, you're gonna hear a lot of French terms within his speech, or even though while pronouncing the Arabic letters, it's gonna be some kind of similar to French. Here in the Saudi community, the Saudi society, sorry, you're gonna see some words that have different meanings over there in the Egyptian dialect, for example, and also for the Lebanese, like the Arabic movie. What wanna he eat for breakfast? A tin of cheese. There was an Arabic movie, Rahmat Helmi, that he had a Lebanese visitor, and he asked him to have breakfast, and he told him that I wanna eat, regardless this issue. I'm sorry. Okay, my dear listeners,
Yes, sir.
believe me, believe me.
Mhm.
By the end of this year, I'll be mad. Talking to myself. Okay, can you give me an example, guys, of different meaning words in different Arabic dialects in order to show you that even
Like,
though the
sure.
people who are talking the same language can have difficulty understanding each other? Do you know any?
People have
Uh,
language and
Mr. Can I say?
difficulty.
Yes, Amr.
In Egypt, the underwear is the underwear in Jordanian like this. It's calzone, and in Egypt, it's like the things that you wear it for winter, right?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
exactly.
we have it as an underwear, the normal underwear. So that's different.
It's my first time to know this issue, like being an Arabian citizen, and I'm not familiar with this issue. Okay, but it's a good
Wait,
piece of
sir,
information.
can Amir repeat
Yes.
because I didn't hear underwear ايه بس I didn't hear what did he say.
So the underwear simply rings the bell, right? Now you
Yes.
are awake up and you want to know the story. What are you talking about, guys?
Yes, I want to know what was Amir talking about, his underwear or what.
ركز
Okay,
عشان
Yusuf.
تسمع تاني مرة.
Yes, thank you, Amir, for
Ah.
telling him this piece of information. You can go back to the video, my friend, to notice this issue.
Okay.
Yes, guys, any other examples?
For example, Mr. When we say in Syrian laban, yani we're talking about the yogurt, but I think in Egyptian laban it means milk, right?
Yes, of course. Here in Saudi Arabia, there is a difference between laban and halib, right? Yes, but both these two words in Egypt over there are the same. But here there is a difference.
Yes, that's true.
Exactly. Yes. And also for there's a bread that you're gonna use it normally for making sandwiches. Here in Saudi Arabia, you can use a specific term, and in Egypt, we're gonna use something else. Any other examples? No. Lagging. system lagging or the computer is lagging, there is a specific term here in the Saudi society. Do you know it?
يعلق
No.
ولا
عيا.
عيا
I think, correct me if
عيا
I'm wrong.
يشتغل عيا
Yes.
يشتغل.
Yes. And of course, يعني, it has nothing to do with the Arabic language from my point of view, but we are using it as an expression, right? Any other examples, guys? I think we gonna, if you search a little bit, if you use your mind a little bit, you're gonna see a lot. Tomatoes. In Lebanon, its name is?
ايه
بندورة.
بندورة بالضبط.
Exactly. Thank
Where
you.
you have it as قوطة.
Yes.
Right.
No. In Egypt, we can use the both, but we are not using Panadora.
Yes.
Who
Here
else?
in Saudi Arabia they say طماط.
Yes, exactly. And also for the eggplant, here they call it black, right?
They call it what? I can't hear you.
The eggplant.
Yes.
The eggplant here in Saudi Arabia, they call it black.
I don't know.
Yes.
بس أنا بسميه عنا باذنجان.
And exactly the same over there in the Egyptian society. But here it's called black. Who else? Nothing?
We can say طحين ودقيق.
No, we are not using the first one in Egypt. We are using the second one.
Yes. احنا بنقول طحين.
مستر ممكن برضه the bread يعني I think you guys call it عيش ونحن عنا خبز أظن مش متأكد.
Yes. And especially there is the kind of bread that you are using for sandwiches. What are you calling them?
نحن بنقول خبز.
لا احنا بنقول خبز. خبز
both ways, the one in circles and the one for sandwich. Both of them are the same.
في ناس بيقولوا صابولي احنا بنقول عايشين.
احنا بنقول حمام.
بنقول شو؟
What عامر؟
احنا بنقول خبز حمام.
حمام.
خبز حمام.
مرة اسمع فيها بصراحة.
This is the one for sandwiches, right?
Yes. We use it a lot in falafel. We say خبز حمام.
This is my first time to hear this. But yes, here it's called samuli. And over there in Egypt we have something else. Yes, Hamza, exactly. Yes. If you are Hamza, right? Who's talking? I hear someone in the background. Ziad. Yes. We have another term for it over there in Egypt. But all of them are related to the same issue, right? So if you do not have, until now, I'm living here in the Saudi society for more than 14 years, and there are still some expressions and some words are new to me. So this is just, guys, to show you how it's difficult to communicate with the people talking the same language. Here I'm talking about different dialects. And I think, guys, this is going to be the end of our session. Tomorrow, inshallah, I wish you all the luck in the world. Until we meet again.